Big up to everyone. This is Awini Unity platform. This video we have a lot of football update for you. So we do really appreciate you any part of the world you are watching us from. If you are watching us right here in Europe, we do really appreciate your time. If you are watching us from Africa, any part of Africa, particularly if you are watching us from Zambia, if you are watching us from South Africa, Zimbabwe, Malawi, Namibia, Burundi, Madagascar, Sierra Leone, Liberia, Ghana, Nigeria, Benin, Togo, Tunisia, Egypt, any part of Africa you are watching us from, we do really appreciate your time. This video we have a lot football update for you right here. We're going to be driving you to Zambia. Last Sunday was a very bad news for Zambian football. We're going to be sharing the news for you right here. Also, Ghana national team confirmed where they're going to be playing their game against Niger, African Cup of Nations qualifiers. Nigeria also confirmed their own. Nigeria national team going to play the African Cup of Nations qualifiers against Rwanda. They confirmed where they're going to play. We have all the details for you. Also, we're going to be talking about the Ballon d'Or as well. Some African players was there to represent Africa. We're going to look how was their chances and how their people also feel about. And we're going to be doing analysis for the Ballon d'Or winner as well. A lot of people were saying that the player that won the Ballon d'Or was not fair. We're going to be doing a little bit analysis for you to understand the reason why that player actually won, pick the Ballon d'Or. A lot of people was expecting Vinicius, but I didn't go according to the plan, how a lot of people was wanted. So we're going to be sharing a lot of much more details for you. Also, the South African goalkeeper that was there to represent Africa and South Africa as well. We're going to be driving deep to also talk about 8 players, 8 best goalkeepers that produce a lot of things back of the days in Africa, their performance. And we're going to be asking you, who was your number 1? The 8 goalkeepers we're going to be sharing with you. Who was your number 1? And who do you miss the most? And also let us know where you are watching us from, the country that you are watching us from as well. So very, very quick one. We're going to be sharing you some of the African players that one of them will come the best African player of the year as well. So we're starting from our today's news very quick from Zambia. Last Sunday it wasn't a good news for Zambian football and African football. Last Sunday, Zambia, one particular Zambian club was going for their match for Zambian Premier League, and their bus have accident, and the news that we was getting 11 players was passed away, and that was last Sunday, and it was a very, very sad news for Zambian football and African football in particular. And so our big condolence to all these players, family and their loved ones. And also some players was injured as well. If you are from Zambia, let us know the players that was injured. Let us know the situation right now as well. It is a very, very sad, but I think the bus as well, when you look at the car, I don't know what actually happened, and that really, really very sad news. Players and a lot of people going out to find their daily bread, and at the end of the day those things happen. It is very, very sad. So very, very sad. Our big condolence for Zambian and all the players that lost their life, their family and their loved ones. So yeah, let's move on to the next news. Ghana national team confirmed where they're going to play their home game against Niger, the African Cup of Nations qualifiers. They're going to play in Accra Sports Stadium. You can see that on your screen. Yeah. Moving to Nigeria, you know, everything Ghana do, Nigeria will do. Anything Nigeria do, Ghana will do. So as Ghana came out to announce that they're going to play their game 18th, Nigeria also, they came out. They said they are going to also play on the 18th. Almost. Wahala not the finish. So therefore, you can see there, Nigeria also confirmed where they're going to play their game against. Nigeria already qualified. If you do not know, I remind you for that, Nigeria already qualified. They have 10 points, so they are going to And that game they're going to play is just like a warm-up. They're going to play against Rwanda, okay, in this stadium. You can see it on your screen, so no more time to waste. Right there. Now we are moving very quick. You can also see this is players that one of them will be coming the best player of the year, African side. Who do you think that is going to win it? You can see it, one from Cote d'Ivoire, one from Nigeria, and one from South Africa. And also you can see two ladies right there. For the men's side, who do you think is going to win? Who do you think? You think Adumala Lukman, or you think William gonna win it? Who? There are three players, you can see it on the screen. Who do you think that it is Evan? And if you think that it is this player, tell us your reason why you think that player should win as well. So now we are driving into the Ballon d'Or. Ademola Lookman was there. Also Williams from South Africa was there. I'm seeing a lot of Nigeria coming here. Always Nigerians, they want to mock Ghanaians, saying that Ghana claim that they have the best they are football nation, and they have the best national team, and they have a lot of players. So where was Ghanaian one player there? There was no any Ghanaian player. All, by the way, everybody know that these two players, Williams and Lookman, they went there to take photos, to take pictures with the star players. Everybody know that. It is not me saying it. So Ademola Lookman went there just to take pictures with star players, nothing else. No cup to drink water. So better that Ghana do not even go. Or what do you think? So South Africans also come out saying that William was cheated. So William was supposed to win best goalkeeper. So therefore my brother South Africans wasn't happy. Now wow. Okay, so I believe that, like I said, William was just there to take pictures because maybe this will not happen for his life again. So he went there to take pictures with star players and star coaches. So by the way, congratulations William for making into that, putting Sundowns for the map, and also South African football, and particular African football. Next year Ghanaian players will be there as well. So that is the news. Now when you talk about the Ballon d'Or, sometimes it is not just about playing in the field. A lot of people think that Vinicius was the player to win it, and when you don't know about this go deep into a lot of things. To my personal opinion, how I learn and know a little bit about the Ballon d'Or, a lot of things that they always go through before. You know, if you remember 2010, Iniesta and Xavi was the players that was supposed to win it. They won the Champions League back 2010. They won the Euros. They won the Super Copa. They won Spanish La Liga. They went on to they win the World Cup for the same year. Messi was only the Champions League with the Xavi, and that is in the La Liga. But they went on to give it to Messi. And this time around, I think this is my opinion. The reason why I think Vinicius do not win, I think the football sometimes discipline-wise also count, because it is human being that are going to vote for you. And when you look at, not to disrespect Vinicius, but when you look at Vinicius, I like him as a person. I like he's a very confident guy and the way he play, and I like him. But I think his attitude in the field as well also count. He have to be much more disciplined, because it is human being that are going to vote for you. So if you behave always having issues with referees and so many things, all those kind of things sometimes gonna go against you, to my personal opinion. So I feel like that could be one of the reasons why he couldn't win. But to me, I was feeling like the player that I feel like he was deserved, not to disrespect the players that won. But when you look at player like Daniel Carvajal in Real Madrid, he won the Euros with Rodri that won the what do you call the Ballon d'Or. But when you look at the Champions League, Daniel Carvajal scored I think the winning goal for Real Madrid, winning La Liga, winning Europe. But at the end of the day, to my personal opinion, I feel like he was the one that really deserved it more than Vinicius, to my personal opinion. So now let's move to our last decision for today. Now this is the 8 goalkeepers. Okay, 1, Ricky Kingston from Ghana was doing very well. All these goalkeepers didn't have chance to be there. When you look at these goalkeepers with William, South Africa, that have chance to be there, football, there is no players anymore. Because when you look at, okay, like I said, Ricky Kingston from Ghana, Victor from Nigeria, Victor Anyima or something from, if I'm not pronouncing the name well, forgive me, my Nigerian people, from Nigeria, was one of the best goalkeeper. Also Robert Kineyaba from DR Congo. I will tell you some of their best performers. Then also this goalkeeper right here from Algeria. Then you look at Boubacar Barry from Cote d'Ivoire. Then you also look at Kamini from Cameroon. And you move on to look at the legend of Egypt football and African football, this goalkeeper. When you look at Ricky Kingston from Ghana, best performance was 2006 World Cup, when Ghana qualified for the first time for the World Cup. Also going to 2010, when Ghana was having the youngest players in the tournament, 2010 AFCON in Angola, when Ghana beat a lot of countries, kicking Nigeria out, kicking the host nation Angola out, going to the finals, losing to Egypt. He was one of the best goalkeeper in the continent. When you go to 2010 as well, Ricky Kingston was one of the best goalkeeper as well from the African side. These all goalkeeper didn't have the chance to be there where William being there today. And also you move for DR Congo, the best performance of Robert Kineyaba from DR Congo performed very well for African Cup of Nations. Also his best performance for TT Mazembe when they beat a lot of teams in the Club World Cup, was the first African club to play Club World Cup, and yes, Club World Cup finals against Inter Milan. He was the best performance of that year. Then when you move to Victor, this Nigerian goalkeeper as well, when you look at World Cup, he did very well. You look at even 2013 AFCON, he was one of the best African goalkeeper. He didn't have chance to be there. Then when you look at Boubacar Barry from Cote d'Ivoire, one of his best performers when they beat Ghana with penalties. When you look at that year, that tournament, I think 2015, he was African best player, winning the African Cup of Nations. Okay, winning the African Cup of Nations. Then when you look at this Algerian goalkeeper as well, one of the best goalkeeper, also happened Algeria winning the African Cup of Nations as well. It was that year was the best goalkeeper in Africa. Then when you look at Kamini, everybody know. When you go back to 2002, when you go back to World Cup with Cameroon, one of the best goalkeeper in the continent. Then the legend himself as well, this Egypt goalkeeper, won the African Cup of Nations triple. So who do you miss the most? All these goalkeeper you are seeing on your screen, who do you miss the most and who was your number one? Don't come here and because of you are Nigeria and claiming that it is this. Don't come here because of you are Ghanaian because it is this. Don't come here and we want the truth. Who do you think is number one in all time? And what goalkeeper do you think I miss? And I do not add one of the best goalkeepers that ever come in Africa. When you look at this Zambia goalkeeper as well, Kennedy Awini, who was one of the best goalkeeper when Zambia won the African Cup of Nations for the first time, and not just beating any club, but not just beating any team, but beating Ghana, beating Cote d'Ivoire for the finals, winning the tournament. So let us know, what goalkeeper do you really miss? You miss Kenyaba, or you miss Ricky Kingston, or Victor, or let us know what goalkeeper do you really miss and who is your number one, and let us know any part of the world you are watching us from. Thank you so much for always staying here with us at Awini Unity platform. We do really appreciate your time. More updates for you.